What's going on, fish nerds? I am totally excited because the first inhabitants of the 20 tall that we scaped a few weeks ago have arrived. Alright guys, I am really excited about this. One thing in this box is actually not going in the 20 tall. It's going to go somewhere else. It's for a specific breeding project that I'll tell you about in a minute. But I do have some invertebrates in here that are going in the 20 tall, and it's not shrimp. Let's see what it is. Imperial Tropicals always does a great job of packing their shipments. I'm scared I'm gonna make a mess with all this insulation. Bag for all this mess so I don't get it all over the kitchen table. So let's see what we've got here. These are Mexican Dwarf Orange Crayfish, also known as CPO crayfish. Another male, and he is indeed male. This one's marked as a female. She is a girl, and indeed so is she. There she is. I've got 4 of those, 2 male and 2 female. Hopefully I'll get a breeding group going, especially with all the rock work that I've got going in that tank. And now in here, Longfin Albino Bristlenose. And I'll explain more about that in just a minute. All right, so these guys have been floating in here for a little while, just getting to temperature before I plop and drop. And everybody seems to be doing pretty well, nice and active, moving around in the bags. And I've got the albino bristlenose hanging out up here. The glare on the bag's kind of hiding it from view, but just gonna put it here in this 15-gallon for quarantine since it's not connected to anything yet. So this will be just a nice separate system for me to do quarantine. The 20-gallon over here is the furthest down the line in the drip system. So this is essentially a system all to itself as well. So the crawfish will be able to quarantine in here as well. But it is about time to turn these guys loose. Okay, so here they are in the tank, and 3 of them seem to be doing pretty well. I don't know if you noticed, but this one here, if you noticed while I was taking them out of the bags, is not acting like she feels too well. Kind of landed on its back, had a hard time flipping over, and is just acting really lethargic. Hopefully pulls around after being in the tank for a while, getting good and acclimated. I'm sure very stressed out from shipping. But we'll have to watch and see how that one does. I really like the look on this one. He's got that really bold orange coloring. Now, if you are interested in these little dwarf crayfish, make sure you subscribe and join the notification squad, because this Friday I will be bringing you a full video on how to care for, keep, feed, and breed these guys. So if you're interested in that, make sure you join the notification squad so you're notified when that video comes out. I think these guys are really super cool. I'm thinking with all the nooks and crannies and caves and places they have to hide in this tank, they should do very, very well in this setup. I think it's gonna look really sweet with several crawfish just climbing in and out and around these rocks. All right, now it's this guy's turn to get set loose. Since Plecos don't always do the best in nets, I think what I'm gonna do is just get this guy by hand. There we go. Nice and smooth. Yeah, he looks real good in the tank. It was hard to see him through the cloudy, medicated water in the bag, but here in the tank, he looks great. He or she, still too young to tell. But I got this fish specifically for a breeding project, and I'll go ahead and tease it. I'm going to try to start my own line of Longfin Super Reds. So I already have the Super Reds, and actually the parents of my breeding set of Super Reds were Longfin, so they at least carry the gene. But there's a, supposedly from what I've read, there's a way you can start a new line of Longfin Super Reds by breeding them with Longfin Albinos. The children of those will be brown, but then if you continue to breed back in Super Reds, eventually you can end up with some Longfin Super Reds. So that's what I'm gonna try my hand at. All right guys, so that's what I've got for you today. For the past several weeks, I've been forgetting to mention in my videos that the Fish Nerd t-shirts, I finally figured out what was going on with Teespring. The settings for the campaign I was running there for the Fish Nerd t-shirts were a little out of line, so they would only ship if there were 3 orders. So if 3 different people ordered one shirt, or if one person ordered 3 shirts, then they would print and then they would ship. But if only one person ordered, it wouldn't print and ship, and it just wouldn't charge their card, and then they would never get their t-shirt. I finally have it figured out and got it all settled now to where if only one person orders one shirt, they will print, they will ship with no minimum order. And so you can now get your Fish Nerd t-shirts from Teespring. It's teespring.com/fishnerd. The original 4 colors in the short sleeve are available. And I also now have on there long sleeve with a slightly different color variations and hoodies, as well as lady sizes, and there's different colors for the lady sizes. And so really excited about it. I think they look pretty sweet. So if you haven't already, go there, check those t-shirts out if you're interested in that. And as always guys, thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video. You're awesome. God bless you, Fish Nerds. I will see you next time.